Yo, what is up guys, it's FullySpaced here and welcome back to another How to Build a Village episode. Today we are building the military barracks. As you can see here, we're starting off by building the towers themselves. We are using a range of cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, stone brick and normal stone just to build up these towers here. Once we've built the towers up, we're going to move over and connect them to our main wall. This will just bring them in and connect them to the main village wall will be connected to the fortress itself. Just bringing in a little compound for the military base and anyone who belongs there, making it more secure and stable. From here on, we want to go around the edges with the stairs just to bring in a bit more of a support detail to the build itself, making it look like those towers are being held into the ground. And then we go up to the top here, add in a few slabs and stairs around the top of the tower just to bring out some detail and really get those tower top showing and just looking a lot more crisp. From here on, we fill the middle of it with slabs, and then we head over to build our little entrance bridge here. You can use this as a bridge if you really want. I've mostly just used it as an entrance. We've got some slabs, fences and stairs there. Just playing around with it, you can get as many designs as you want. I noticed that when I was doing this, that I came up with so many different designs that I could use, and then obviously I went with this nice little trapdoor gate here just to I feel like the trapdoor really gives off a nice gate look in this, just in the default Minecraft itself. So just playing around with the gate here and twisting the trapdoors just to look like one gate is open and one is closed is what I've done. So you've got one gate open and one closed here, allowing you to freely walk in and out. Obviously, it's probably an armed military place, so you'll definitely have guards around, and the doors will probably be closed, and you'd only be able to access it by talking to a certain person and being let in. However, in the world of Minecraft, that doesn't really matter because you want to go in and out of this, so you could use this as your armory. Next up, we've just completed the foundation of the military base itself, so we head over to the outside here. As you can see, I'm just placing loads of these blocks, just looking for the best place I can really make the archery area. So I've actually just made this tiny little archery course outside of the compound itself. For when I was playing around with these blocks, I noticed that when you place them, the little targets on them don't actually face where you place them. They only face in two directions, I believe. So I had to play around that and get that into a place where I could fit them all together. If we could have a quick zoom in over here, we got the barrel with the arrows on it as well, just so they can pick some more up. Now we're over to the main build itself. We're building out our foundation. We're just going to start with quite a long foundation on this one. I did actually end up playing around with the roof plenty of times on this, so when building something like this, you're always going to end up playing with the roof. Just feel free to, what I've started doing is feel free to just build the roof itself. Make the roof foundation first, as you can see here. So I've done the outside of it, and then you want to fill it in later on once you're happy with the roof. Otherwise, you're going to end up making a lot of building mistakes like I did. I actually did play around with the roof way too much. I think during this build here, I actually have one nice complete roof. Thankfully, because the other ones were just an absolute mess of me playing around with them. But obviously I've gone with this nice little detail on the roof here. I've just been using stairs, slabs and just normal blocks. So normal block in the middle, I fit stairs on each side just to give it like a sloping effect. And then I'm just building around the back there. I actually copied the back onto the front here as well. It's got two little windows on each side, so you can see out the front and the back. Obviously you can just slightly see over the wall so you can see if anyone's coming, and obviously at the front you'll be able to see over your little fortress. I feel like maybe the space that I built this in was quite small, which really limited me on this build. However, I'm really happy with what it came out like in the end. As you can see here, I'm just playing around with the little windows up the top in the roof here. This took quite a while for me to get right, but eventually I just played around with it and I just made a one slab kind of entrance with some trapdoors on the side to look like some sort of window flaps. If you've ever played something like Rush, you will probably get the idea of that one. They're like some little flaps that kind of open and close windows there. I'm pretty sure they're not actually called window flaps. I can't think of the correct name. They might be called window flaps. Pretty sure they're not. But yeah, we're definitely just move on from that because that's probably a big fail on my end. Anyway, I continue playing around with the roof and just shorten it down a bit. Head on the inside. I actually started building it out of stripped oak. Then later on decided maybe stripped oak wasn't so much of a good idea. It didn't really fit the theme of the build. So I actually later on transformed that into cobble, mossy cobble and stone brick and stone, just to keep the similar detail to the outside of the build here. As you can see, if we head on in, I start changing it here. We've got some trapdoors for the windows on the outside. We've got the nice little door inside. It's very cramped in there. You can't really fit too much, but obviously later on you'll see in my first person perspective. It's mostly just used for storing obviously your military gear, so what your little military people would wear. I've just put a bunch of armor stands and things in there. You'll see that later on. But yeah, this is what it looks like so far. It's just a cool little small house inside of a little its own compound. Just being a secure place. You want to make it secure as possible, obviously, because you're going to be storing weapons and things in here. You don't want people getting their hands on weapons. And as you can see around the back, we have a nice little villager friend jumping over the wall. Obviously, I could just remove the leaves from the outside, so we can't have anyone jumping in and out of our base, which would be ideal. But obviously, this is only built for purely aesthetic looks, so I don't really need to worry about that too much. Obviously, now I'm just going to build a little flag. I just played around with that, but used free wool and just tried to get a little curve on it, looking like the wind's blowing it. And eventually I come up with this little design here. Just a nice little finish to the compound, in my opinion. So that is pretty much the whole thing done. Obviously I'm going to head over to the inside in a second and I'll show you what that looks like. So if you guys are enjoying this content, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more content. But anyway, let's head over to the first person perspective. Now we're over into first person. As you can see here, I'm just going to walk around and show you what's going on. Just to have a quick fly around. This is what it looks like. I'm going to get rid of Mr. Villager over here as well, because you can't be trampling in our grounds over here. We don't take no trespassers. So if we come over on the inside, we get the armor stands down that I've decided to place. I decided to fill them all up with iron armor. Iron armor kind of seems, you know, I want my whole army to be fitted in the same color armor. I didn't want to mess around with armor. Obviously we all want to be fitted in some nice looking armor, so I've gone with a nice silver, obviously iron, and just looking quite nice and clean. Gone with some barrels in the middle. I'm going to use these purely for storing you know, swords, arrows, bows, shields, whatever. So I've actually done swords and shields, I believe, on these two for this one here. And then obviously once you've done that, it actually took quite a while to find that, to be honest. Once you've done that, you just put them on top. I actually think I changed it. Yeah, I changed it to put it on the front. Obviously putting it on top looks a bit weird. Putting it on the front will look a lot better in my opinion. This is pretty much all the detail I really added into this. I've got these armor stands here. I actually do add a little seating area just for, you know, guards to come in and have it to sit. I add a few lights as well, but obviously we've got a ladder that takes us up to the roof. Very cramped up here, mostly used to see out the windows. And as you can see, these two people are not very happy with me for you know, doing what I did. I'm not proud of that, I can say. I'm not proud of that. But anyway, I was thinking what I could do with this up here. There's not really much I could do. It's more of a scouting tower at this point. So I actually think I'd punch out the roof just so I can get a light in. However, I end up punching a bit too much out of that roof. And I take a bit too, yeah, I better take a bit too much so we can get light, but it's not the light I want. So I actually add the blocks back and just place a lantern there instead. Obviously, it's going to be very close to our head, which I'm not quite happy about, to be honest. I'm not very happy about that. But we have to work with the space that we've been given, or I have made. So that's all I've done for the upstairs. Literally placed a lantern. However, it does make a little cool wash tower, so I'm very happy with that. Very happy with the view you get. So obviously we come back down here. I've added fences there for the windows, as you can see. They just look more military-esque, I think. Obviously having bars there would look a bit more like a prison. Obviously fences, you could shoot out of them if you could actually shoot out of fences in this game. However, you know, they're not really going to work in the game, so they're just there for aesthetic looks. It would be cool if you could actually shoot out of those little holes and things, but yeah, unfortunately you can't. So obviously I'm going to remove this, and I'm just going to set up a nice little seating area for everyone. I've got a, you know, trapdoor in stair on the left here, and I kind of want to put in a nice little sofa. I actually play around this with probably a bit too much. End up breaking the barrel that we've just placed, and then just changing it back to that first design, because I'm not particularly a smart one, me. Not very smart. As you can see there, look, that's where I break it. And at this point I realised, yeah, I probably can't actually do what I'm trying to do here. So I'm just going to add the sign in instead and keep it as the default build, like so. I actually decided to add a pattern in the roof here. I forgot about that, just so I can add some light in here. Once I've done the lighting itself, Oh, I had the pattern purely so I can add a lantern. That was the reason why. I didn't want it to be an odd lantern shape, an odd shape for the lantern. I didn't want to have to place like one slab, so it just looked really weird for that. And then I placed 2 lanterns on the edge of the roof here. Head on into the inside of the tower. As you can see, there's still bits of dirt there, so I quickly changed those out. Do it on the other side as well. So that's everything built. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more content, and I will see you all soon. Peace!